as you know, this show is done live every Saturday night, and as we speak, about 50% of all Australians will be doing one thing: having a dinner party. Now, as you may know, these can be pretty horrific experiences, which is why we've decided to prepare this brief guide to the Australian dinner party. Now, first up, you'll need a host, or in our case, a hostess. It's her job to spend the entire day cooking and cleaning and preparing, and then the entire evening apologising for just about everything.
I'm sorry about the soup, everyone. I think I might have burnt the onions when I was cooking. I'm sorry.
You didn't burn the onions, no.
I'm sorry about the tomatoes. I couldn't get any in season, and I just...
The tomatoes were fine. That was okay.
What about that WA Ink report, hey? What a disaster.
That was my fault too, I'm sorry.
Yeah, as you may have picked up, it's the guest's job to sort of praise the hostess in direct proportion to her self-denigration, hence...
I'm sorry about the chicken. It was a little bit tough.
This chicken that I've never tasted. That was beautiful.
I'm sorry I didn't have time to re-stump the house. I should have done it before I came.
Yeah, you can actually imagine the Hitlers holding a dinner party.
We're sorry we invaded Poland. We
We'd have done exactly the same thing.
Apart from a lot of apologising, the hostess also has to monitor the food and drink situation throughout the evening, even if this means killing off all other forms of conversation.
So there we were. Absolutely knackered.
I'll bet.
We get back to the bus, and who should be in the front
Do you like
seat?
some more wine, Shelley? Perhaps I can
I was
top
right in the middle of my conversation.
Well, darling, you've been a little bit slow.
Yeah.
I cooked the meal.
Why do I get the impression these two are married? Now, the other role of the hostess is, of course, to arrange seating. With couples, fairly straightforward. You just put them as far apart as humanly possible. But singles can be a bit more of a challenge, you know, when you go and invite a bit of a single friend to your dinner party. So what the hostess will usually do is invite another single and place the two hapless fools together and kind of, you know, wait for the magic to start.
So, Michael, still no luck on the romance front?
No, I'm afraid not.
Still single? That's an incredible coincidence because Shelley here is also single. Her husband died last week.
Great. Apart from being single, these two will have absolutely nothing in common, but it won't stop our hostess from giving it a red-hot go.
Michael, I believe you're in film.
Yes, I am. I make pornos.
That is fascinating because Shelley here runs a women's refuge.
Really? So you'd be able to introduce me to heaps of chicks? Now, no matter how careful you are with your guest list, there are always some undesirables that manage to sneak in. One of the most common at an Australian dinner party is this couple. They're usually in their 30s and they have only one interest in life, an interest shared by no one else.
Have I told you we're renovating? Yeah. We're doing the cornices at the moment because we finished doing the floorboards. I've actually got pictures of the original work right here.
Yeah.
Pass them around in a clockwise direction.
These people can drag home renovations into almost any conversation.
More salad, anyone? I'm sorry about the dressing. I could have really used a little bit more vinaigrette and I could shoot myself.
That's exactly what I thought to myself when I used an oil-based paint on the skirting boards. Actually, you can actually keep those because I've got 6 of each.
OK. Perhaps the most undesirable character to work his way into a dinner party, and it's not just the ponytail, let me tell you. It's this chap here. He's lots of things. He's politically correct.
Did I tell you that I'm thinking of not flying British Airways to London at the end of the year? I hear they still fly to South Africa.
Yes. He's also an overactor. No, he's also a compulsive name dropper.
Did I tell you I went to the Writers' Festival meeting the other night? I spoke to Philip Adams. And Gillian Armstrong. And I said that if we're going to broaden the base on this whole Writers' Festival thing, I want to see the plans.
That's what I said to the architect.
More wine, anyone?
Stop. But I think the most fascinating thing about this guy is that he tends to consider himself more of a feminist than any of the women at the table.
I relented during the week. I actually saw Basic Instinct, and as a man, feel offended. As a man, I feel offended. The roles of women are disgraceful.
Gee, I love the film.
Oh, so did I. So did I. I loved it too. Maybe I'm sensitive because I've been doing a lot of work with the Women's Committee on the non-genderification of vocab. How close was that? We actually during the week we had a win. We changed Walkman to walk person.
Yeah. I think we've all sat next to a guy like this at a dinner party. Why people invite Australian Democrats, it's got me beat.
I'm actually voting independent. I don't want the party political system to come into...
That's about it for our beginner's guide to a dinner party. The only thing that remains now is getting rid of your guests at the end of the evening and, well, you can try yawning.
Oh dear, is that the time?
You can try fairly subtle comments like...
Well, it's been a great night, hasn't
Yes,
it?
a lovely night.
But at last, on Saturday night, there is now a foolproof method for getting rid of your dinner party guests.
I know everyone. Why don't we watch The Late Show?
Oh, no, get out of here. A couple of weeks ago, we showed you a guide to setting up the perfect dinner party. Well, tonight we move on to part 2 of our series, Dinner Party Conversations. Now, normally these will be initiated by your hosts.
You know, one of the best films released this year would have to be Mediterranean.
Oh, brilliant. Yes.
Brilliant.
We recently saw The Last Days of Chez Nous.
Oh,
Brilliant film,
Brilliant. We got the video out of Blazing Saddles. Brilliant.
But for every struggler at a dinner party, there's someone we call a spoiler. This person spends the entire evening undercutting the achievements of the other guests.
Jack and I have just come back from 2 weeks in the Greek Isles, and I absolutely have to tell you, it's the most beautiful place on earth.
Greece was ruined 20 years ago. Have you been to Turkey?
Did anybody see The Power of One? A very good film. Very good film. Brilliant.
You enjoyed it, did you?
Yes, I did.
It surprises me. Have you read the book?
No, I haven't.
Twice as good as the film.
You can imagine this guy sitting next to a woman who's just had a baby.
You know, giving birth would have to be one of the most profoundly moving experiences I could ever have.
You've obviously never stood on the summit of Mount Everest.
Actually, that would have snow on it because it's such a tall mountain. I mean, in winter time.
Another good conversation killer at any dinner party is your recently returned traveller. It's usually a woman who's got back from, say, London.
I must tell you, Covent Gardens is the most delightful place in England.
It's amazing how some people can pick up an accent in just 6 days, isn't it?
Really? Amazing.
Jenny, I believe you've also spent some time in New York.
Oh my God. How long was I there for?
About 30 minutes in a transit lounge.
What a lounge.
But possibly the worst dinner party guest for any conversation is the woman down the end there. She's someone who can't help but bring the mood down.
Did anybody see Lunatic this morning?
A 4-year-old woman was nearly murdered here 3 days ago.
Yeah, that'll take a bit of conversational rebuilding.
So has anyone else here been murdered?
No good. Let's see if our host can have a better go.
Great meal, Jenny. Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Brilliant.
It's just a pity to think that somewhere on the other side of the world, 2 million Somalian children are dying of starvation.
That'd be because they're not eating.
Actually, I've been to Somalia.
Yeah, it's not a patch on Ethiopia.
Yeah. Now, you might be wondering who this guy is, right here. He's someone who sits at your dinner party all night and doesn't say a word. That's because he's been dragged along by his partner. But hey, let's give our host a bit of a go.
So, Michael, what do you do?
Work?
Whereabouts?
At work.
And where's that exactly?
City?
Right. And where did you meet Karen?
She was chosen in the studio audience just before the show started. And I distinctly remember asking for someone who was under 14. That's all right. Oh, really?
But
No go on either count?
no, please, we'll move on. But no matter how bad,
He's become talkative now.
but no matter how badly your dinner party conversation is going, you can always turn to television.
I'll tell you what's coming up. the new series of Rumpel.
Oh, my!
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
I've been to the Old Bailey, actually.
Yeah, it's not
It's
a,
in London.
yeah, it's not a patch on the German version. Das Rumpelch.
Pauses here.
Television.
Oh, don't forget Dateline on SBS.
And what about Quantum? Brilliant show. Brilliant show.
So what about the Late Show? That's
Forget it.
We were sitting home one Sunday with a mate of ours called Kevin. We had the TV on and it was tuned to Channel 7. Suddenly Kev tells us,
it's time for the main event.
we watched it for 10 minutes, then we turned to Kevin and said, what's all that about?